Dr. Raymond Hicks, Alliance for Community Development, Shreveport, Louisiana.
There are several people that I admire whose lives I've studied. Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Benjamin Mays, Martin King, men who have touched the world. They all fail or fall when I weigh them next to what my dad has done. He's just the kind of man who's given his life to helping others. The Alliance for Community Development was founded in 1991 by Dr. Raymond Hicks, just from the spark of wanting to do something for the community. I think his personal story of being a failure in the third grade because of attendance, having 14 other brothers and sisters, only 2 being college educated, him and the sister he sent to college to be a school teacher while he himself was a grad student. I think it was that personal story that made him reach out and put the Alliance for Community Development together.
The model that we implemented is a service learning model, but we thought we should have a better concept of a service learning for these kids. In other words, we didn't want to identify cleanup projects, but we thought we should engage them in some form of process of looking at the activity, planning the activity, carry the activity out, and then come back and reflect on that activity. The project is needed because if we look at what comes through the media, all we see is negative stereotypes about young black boys in our communities.
Mr. Ray and his group one Saturday brought him to the garden to work. And they told me that Friday night that they were going to bring some young men over. That particular Saturday morning, I looked up and saw so many, 21 young men with white shirts on, and I just couldn't believe it. I was blown away with the result of just this first sight of them. And as I walked closer to them, everybody, how you doing, Miss Small? What do you want us to do? They had finished our garden in 3 hours. I said they had completely took all the grass up, replowed our garden, tilled our garden up, and planted the garden. A couple weeks later, we had another program that the Calumet plant. They would buy the paint for you free. You have a choice of what color you want your house, but you have to be able to have someone to do it for you. But we knew in our neighborhood we had elders that was on fixed income that could not do anything about that. Even if they gave them the paint, what were they going to do with it? They could not paint nobody. So they called me and said, is it 2 people you know that need it real bad? And they don't have the money or anything to do it with. So that's the reason we picked out 2 elderly neighbors that we knew that could not pay anybody to do it. And that morning, that Saturday morning, those 21 young men came back on our street, painted those 2 houses that those 2 ladies fell in love, and called all those boys their grandchildren. And to them, that was the grandchildren they have dreamed that with a helping hand, when they needed the baddest and the most, it gave them that kind of pride that their house looked just like everybody else. We couldn't do but come together and pray and said, thank you, God. We finally found something that we needed.
The thoughts of the boys was that, they were going to go and help out. But the fact that the citizens in the community related to them so positively and really appreciated their hard work, I think it surprised them. Just the mere fact that you painted someone's house, that's power. We saw a need. We had the power to do it. We own the power, so let's go and do it. Whether or not every kid got it, we'll never know that, but at least we gave them the chance to know what it is to have power.
When I asked him, what drives you to continue to search out ways that you can really be of a positive impact in your community, his answer to me was that if someone had not made that decision when he was a child, he wouldn't be where he is today. I believe the fact that he's always put credit on one person reaching back, pulling him up, has always driven him to want to do this. And I think he'll continue to find innovative ways to find that one Ray Hicks in the rough who, may come from a poverty-stricken background and may not have, educated parents or a background that you can be proud of, but who has the potential to make it.